What is up, YouTube? It's been a while, and this will be most probably my last Jujutsu Kaisen Fan the Parade video, because after I have uploaded this, I will uninstall the game. If you're here just for the title of the video, like the core mechanics, I'll leave a timestamp down in the description and comments, so you can just skip to that part and listen about like the hidden core mechanic. But if not, I will just show you a bit of my account. Like, I have been completely free to play. I reached floor 45 on tower around a month ago and I got stuck on it because I don't have the old gouge memory. And this is what my account looks like. I managed to make my blue Gojo to peak power. This is the maximum you can have him at. Like, you can get extra CP for him if you buff this skill as well, but it's completely useless, so after level 8, there's no point. But yes, this is the strongest Gojo in Blue Gojo history. Not exchange, actually. I wanted to show you my profile so you can see how he looks like. 28k CP together with non-standard rank 5. So that's nice. And yeah, this is basically all my characters. As you can see, I have tried to level a lot of people up, to test out strategies, give more free-to-play options for how to beat stuff. And as you see, I don't have domain expansion Megami. And that's pretty much it for the reviewing part of this. A reason why I quit is from my video on day 4 of when the game got released. Again, I still stand by my opinion that this is just Konosuba Fantastic Days Part 2. The code is recycled. There's a billion things I can complain about, but even outside of that, just the future of this game is going to be, oh, we're going to release a new tower floor. Oh, we're also going to release the unit, which is specifically used for this specific tower floor. Like, yes, maybe there are strategies to beat it without it, but they're basically not making content so you can have fun. They're making content so you can end up buying the new character, because they know that with 250 PT, you will not be able to get every single character that you need. That's why I was also trying to find ways to clear the tower with more free-to-play options. And I believe as long as you have Green Nanami Awaken 1, Nobara Yellow Awaken 1, Blue Gojo Awaken 2 or above, and the basic like R Inumaki, R Yuki, Yaga. If you have these that I just listed, you should be able to reach floor 45 with not exactly ease, but as I've shown you, like without Yuta, you can reach to floor 30. But for floor 30, I mean, maybe now with grade 11 it's changed, but I believe floor 30 without Yuta was impossible back when there was only like grade 9 or 10. But beside the point, like if you have Yuta as well, you can push to floor 45. And here you need either Awaken 4 Green Gojo or the Oud Gouge memory plus Awaken 0 Green Gojo plus Mahito Awaken 0. And I sadly, with 650 standard pools used, like as you see, I have 0 tickets left. I'm at 286 PT. That means I'm 686 PT total, because I've already redeemed 2 exchange tickets from here. I tried to get Yellow Gojo so I can have a new toy to play with, but I reached 43 PT and I got nothing. And for the event, which again, it's just designed so you have to pull Yellow Gojo. If you have Yellow Gojo, this event is easy as pie. If you don't, you'll be able to beat this with 0 withdrawn, like Extreme 1. I managed to do it with my Nobara team. And the Trico attribute, I can also do that achievement, but I don't know, I just don't feel like playing. What I wanted to do, I wanted to beat Extreme 2 with 0 deaths, And I could have actually beaten Extreme 2 with a death or two, but because it wasn't 0 deaths, I just reset. Like, I wanted to find out a way to free to play beat Extreme 2 with 0 deaths, and I believe without Yellow Gojo, it might be impossible to do 0 deaths. Because no matter how hard I try, this Jogo just punches out so much damage. Like, the most successful strategy I managed to achieve is turn 1, you kill one fly with Yuta skill 3, one fly with Nobara skill 1, then you start buffing Nobara with the Pride and Self buff, and in the meantime your R Yuki and R Inumaki are defending your team. Or, instead of R Inumaki, you can use SSR Momo, but it has to be SSR Momo, because you actually need the break if you want to be able to beat Extreme 2. And you also need Momo to, like, you can either use R Inumaki to stun him on the turn that he, like, you proc the first stage, you enter second stage, you stun him to delay the ult with one turn, and then you pop off, because, like, on the turn, when he gets into stage 2, he has way too much defense, and without Yellow Gojo, you can't break him. So you have to delay that turn, and then next turn you have to break him before anything happens. But like, even with my R Inumaki, who has like 150% chance to stun, it doesn't happen every time, even the first stun. So your safest bet is to go SSR Momo to reduce his ult gouge by 1, and that way you also get extra break. But even then, I believe your Nobara has to hit a Black Flash, and after floor 40 of tower, I am not going to ever make myself suffer the mental damage of dealing with this Jogo. So I will be sadly quitting before achieving a 0 death Extreme to Jogo, but I believe it might be possible if you end up really lucky with enemy Jogo hits, and then you land a Black Flash with Nobara. But yeah, if you have the patience for that, good for you. It's not for me. But now, this is the point where I told you to skip to in the description or in the comments. The secret mechanic, the last gift from me to the community, it's not really as secret as the last one, but it's basically how ult gouges work. And to be honest, it's kind of weird because the math isn't mathing. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's enter into a fight. For example, where should we go? Let's actually go versus Jogo. That would be, I think, the easiest way to display ult gouges. So, every character has a different maximum ult gouge. And based on that maximum ult gouge is defined how much percent you gain per different action. And I will now be telling you for Blue Gojo and Yuta how it works, and from that you can calculate for other characters based on their maximum ult gouge. So what am I saying? There are different things that can give you an ult gouge percentage. Every skill gives the same amount of percentage. Like, if I use this, I will gain the same percentage as if I use this. Like, even if it's a stun, a defense, a buff, an attack, no matter what kind of skill, unless the skill specifically says this skill will give you extra ult gouge, or this skill, like ward off, will recover 214 ult gouge for your entire team. Like, unless the skill has a specific number ult gouge recovered, or ult gouge percentage increase, or, oh, this skill gives you more ult when you use it, every skill will give you the same amount of ult gouge, and that number is weird, because for different characters it's kind of different. But basically it rounds up around 218 or 19 ult gouge per skill used. So if I use this skill or this skill, I will gain 218 or 19 ult gouge. And how much is that in percent? Well, I don't know for our Inumaki, but for Yuta, it's 14%, and for Blue Gojo, it's 22.5%. So this is the first thing. Let's say I use normal attack. No, normal attack. Buff, normal attack, and normal attack. Right now, you will see, however, that there is a bit of a difference because my characters were also targeted by enemies, which is another way to gain Ult Gouge. So let's see, how much Ult Gouge does Inumaki have? 34. How much does Momo? 29. And this is the important one. Yuta has 25. I told you he gains 14%, right? Well, the reason he got 11% is because when you get attacked, you also gain a certain percentage of Ult Gouge. So, for example, when I calculated Yuta's when attacked, he gained like 3.5% when he's attacked, which is 53 Ult Gouge. So 25, we got 11. That means we got hit around 3 times, because that's around 10.5% and they rounded it up. So I either got hit 3. No, it can't be 4 there. Yes, for sure, Yuta took 3 attacks. You can watch back the video and see. Again, I might have not fully grasped the Ult Gouges because when I tested it before, it was only offensive attacks taking. So I don't know if the fly is non-offensive, but I believe it should be, again, like the exact same, because that's how the game has showed me up to now. But anyways, now let's use this because it'll give us 214 Ult Gouge, which is only 4 or 5 Ult Gouge less than a normal attacking skill. So it's like as if you skip one attack, almost, like a little bit less. We buff, we attack, and we attack. And right now our Gojo is at 43%. After the buff from Inumaki, he's going to get 22.5%. From his normal skill, another 22.5, so 45%. And as you will see now, yes, I don't remember, was it that 45, 91, 36. I think that's what, like, my memory is pretty bad, but hopefully you understand what I'm saying. This gives you, like, the ward off at level 10 gives you basically as if you used another skill, like you skip a turn in your Ult Gouge. There's also memories, like the one that gives you 360 Ult Gouge. It for Yuta will give you 23%, and for Gojo it will give you 37.5%. Which, if you calculate it based on his max Ult Gouge, it ends up being 364, which is weird because it literally says 360. But if you calculate it for Yuta, it turns out exactly 360. Other than that, another thing that gives you Ult Gouge is when you kill an enemy. And I believe that killing an enemy gives you the most amount of Ult Gouge. So right now I'm gonna have to restart the battle. Whenever you kill an enemy with Blue Gojo, you gain 22.5%, which is as if you did an extra attack. So basically, killing an enemy gives you the same as Inumaki ward of level 10, and the same as any character using one skill. And you'll see, because I believe I will kill one of the flies. Let's actually kill 2 of them. Okay. So I just normal attack, kill a fly, and kill a fly. So right now, if I'm not mistaken, my Gojo is going to be at 45% Ult Gouge, and my Yuta is going to be at 28. Wait, why didn't they die? I guess I miscalculated, my bad. Also, Yuta has the passive that gives him extra, so that's another calculation to be made. So let's see. Right now it's 34. We kill this fly. This one is 43. We kill this fly. $43. Yes, 43 got another 45, which is as if 2 skills were used. Another thing that gives you wood gouge, but the video is getting too long as it is already, so I will not be going in too much detail. If you break an enemy's shield, like this yellow bar, you gain 297 wood gouge. It is the thing that gives you the most amount of wood gouge. So basically for Gojo, the break is going to give you 312 wood gouge, which is 20%. But no, that's for Yuta, I mean. Like for Yuta, you gain 312 wood gouge, which is 20% of his wood gouge. Meanwhile, for Gojo, you would get 30.5% of his wood gouge, which is 297. Which is where the math is weird, because based on this game's math, 360 equals 365, and 297 equals 312. So yeah, that's kind of weird, but as long as you're applying the logics that I just explained, you will be able to relatively calculate how much percent each skill or action will give you. Hopefully this helped, and yeah, this is going to be my last JJKPP video. Hopefully you stay for whatever other videos I decide to make after. See ya.